everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, believe it or not, but the 2024 presidential election is almost here. Like, we still have to go through this year. We have the Kentucky, Mississippi, and Louisiana elections, and next month we should be looking at the Mississippi primary, I believe. Louisiana has a jungle primary, so that I believe is in October. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look at these elections. And first off, however, we're going to be taking a look at the jumping all the way to the 2024 election, taking a look at the 5 states. I know Red Eagle Politics did this, but I thought maybe I'm going to do it, and I'm going to look at it more broader view and how these states voted in the 2022 elections and what to expect in this race. So we are going to start off with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania has been I would say hasn't been trending more left as Michigan, but it has trended more left, understandably, because Pennsylvania is a big state with a big population. They have Philadelphia, a city with over 1 million people, and they have Pittsburgh, and they have other cities around. And that said, being a part of that Northeast metropolis, that is giving Michigan the most a chance of becoming more progressive. So we're taking a look at taking a look at Pennsylvania. We're going to start off with the 2020 results, and you'll see Trump won Pennsylvania in 2020, but believe it or not, 2016 was a long time ago, over 6 years ago. And by the time of 2024, it will be officially 8 years. So, and guess what? Politics changes a lot in 8 years. So we will see here. Biden managed to carry these counties right here. We're just going to project these electoral results, like right here. So these counties, I do think, even if Democrats end up taking these counties but the same counties that Biden won in 2020, these 12 counties, I know it's 13 because I'm Dolphin County. These 13 counties, if Democrats or Biden end up winning these 13, I do still think that Republicans might have the smallest chance of winning. Why? Because, well, let's see, Joe Biden won the state of Pennsylvania by only 2 points. That's a lot, marginally. But believe it or not, all it takes is the people, not the county. And the county only has a certain amount of people in it. Like, Democrats have an advantage. I mean, they can win counties over 1 million people in it. So that's something to consider. So definitely county votes go to the Democrats. So here is our 2020 results in Pennsylvania. In the 2022 elections, though, taking a look at that, you'll see, John Fetterman, he managed to win the same states as Joe Biden, but with a much bigger margin. He won with 51% to 46%. That's pretty good here, which shows how more left-wing, how progressively left the state has become now. Try to see if there's a difference. No, I think it looks the same. Only the difference is the shading of color. But yeah, that is the 2022 results. And understandably, Democrats did very well in the gubernatorial election in Pennsylvania, mainly because of the far-right positions and radicalism of Doug Mastriano. Josh Shapiro, who has been in an experienced office in Pennsylvania for a long time, easily won the election by 56%. Very good race for Democrats. So that is and I don't think it's going to come to 56% to 41%. Yeah, this county up here, this county, and this county, and this county. 4 counties, I believe. Well, let's see here. Hang on. I'm going to put another color, not a candidate, but a selector. We'll call it flip, because that would make it more better to understand what counties Democrats flipped. In the gubernatorial election in 2022, Democrats ended up taking this county, flipped this county, which here, this county. So we got 3 counties flipped. Oh yeah, and this county. So 4 counties, Democrats and Republican counties that formerly voted for Trump ended up voting for Shapiro due to the views of Mastriano. And or other reasons. Mastriano didn't get out and vote. Mastriano didn't get out the vote. He didn't go out and campaign enough. That could also be the reason. So, of course, I would say Republicans would have a lot of hard work to do in Pennsylvania. Not as much as Michigan, but Pennsylvania. They do offer a huge amount of votes, 20 electoral votes, and that is important. So, when it comes to that, Republicans need to take advantage of getting out and voting, and getting out and spreading the word, and also take the silent majority. So there's Pennsylvania, which I do think would I don't think it's a prediction sort of thing. It could be. My prediction for this race would be Republicans would flip this county. And first off, I do believe these counties in red will go to Trump or whoever, simply because they voted for Oz. If they voted for Oz, I do think they can vote for Trump. Yeah. And I think Trump would flip this county. Ultimately, it is a status quo. You could say that Trump won this election or Biden won this election. It's up to your viewpoint here. We're going to go down south, and we're going to look at the state of Georgia, which has become a swing state more recently after a good voting tenure of conservatism. So, looking at this state, Georgia has become more, I would say more moderate, but let's see here. We're going to take a look at the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. We're going to analyze some results here. So, in to color up the Biden counties and the Trump counties. And I know it's a pain. This will be a lengthy video, for sure, because so I believe there's like 20-some counties in Georgia that go for Democrats. We have the Black Belt, or the American stronghold here. We have some cities that are held by the Black Belt, like this over here. Georgia. So yeah, there's 42 actually, 42 counties. Oh, never mind, not 42 because I'm forgetting about Pennsylvania. But yeah, I do think it's more 30 counties. So yeah, so yeah. Thanks to Atlanta, Democrats do have a chance of winning, and they can definitely win in Georgia. However, in 2022, we saw Georgia go more right, despite the 2022 election, which the 2022 U.S. Senate election results. That was one race politically, but we're gonna see how the counties in Georgia voted. So, okay, let's see here. Here's the 2020 results. We got that down. Let's take a look at the 2022 results. House of Representatives. We're going to take a look at the United States Senate. Here, U.S. Senate. We have first off, same results. I want to believe in the 2020, just like in Pennsylvania. They're almost the exact same. Actually the same. But going back to the first round, you'll see that Herschel Walker managed to win. I believe this is Washington County, if you will, and this county. Yeah, margin of shade is different. But we're not going to count it simply because that wasn't the final result. So, yeah, that county is winnable. But ultimately, it did vote for Warnock. In the 2022 gubernatorial election, though, you'll see Republicans did very well. They managed to flip a lot. Compared to the 2020 election. Now, I don't think, I do know Brian Kemp managed to win some counties, but we're focusing on 2020, though. So taking a look, he managed to win this county, which voted for Biden. Let's see here. He managed to carry Washington County, this county, which did vote for Walker. The first round is blue. Well, actually, no. Never mind. He goes for Kemp. So, this one right here. So, yeah, and Kemp is a popular governor. And obviously, if he does run for president, he would easily win Georgia in the presidential election. according to polls. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, believe it or not, but the 2024 presidential election is almost here. Like, we still have to go through this. Is the state of Georgia, well, actually, no, we're not done with Georgia. Just started a new recording, lieutenant governor election. This should be interesting. Burt Jones. I think he's a rhino. Is he the rhino? No, actually. No, he's not. Duncan is the rhino Republican. But yes, the former governor of Georgia was an anti-Trumper, so don't know if that qualifies him as a rhino. But here we have the other results here. We have this county. We're going to give this county for... Actually, no. Hang on. What did I do? This county was always red. My bad. It was this county right here. That one in between. This one was flipped here. Yeah, this one election only saw this county being flipped. 6 flips so far, which is good for Republicans. This will pretty much show them. This will probably... we're basically going over the counties that can be flipped. Secretary of State is another election won by Republicans. They managed to flip more. Republicans managed to continue to penetrate into the Black Belt. Over here, the flip right over here. Cobb County, which formerly was a Republican stronghold, is tilting. So yeah, 184. Well, yeah, flip. 8. We have 8 flip counties, moderate counties, if you want to put it that way. Taking a look at the Georgia election. So yes, we got our current one. Same results. Chris Carr, 51%. Looking at the big picture, yeah, we got 8 flips. Yeah, Republicans are crushing can definitely break the black belt in Georgia, definitely. And that's what they did. Republicans had a good year in Georgia. They just did not win the important race, which was the U.S. Senate. As we see here, multiple Republicans won multiple black counties here. But what's so important about black counties? Well, not necessarily. I mean, they're votes. And that's what matters, is the votes, right? So we have these counties a part of the black belt in Georgia. Ultimately, in the end, there's Atlanta is going to play a huge impact into this election. Atlanta has a population, I believe, 600,000, and there's not to mention other blue cities like Savannah and this city up here, this one here, this one. So yeah, there's ultimately Republicans can win the rural black belt in Georgia, definitely. As these 2022 elections stated, Republicans did flip some counties that actually, honestly, never voted Republican before. If not, had a huge Democrat streak. So I want to believe, we just looked at the Attorney General. Yes, we did. Did we skip the Secretary of State? Or did we cover the Secretary of State? Let's take a look. Yes, I think we covered the Secretary of State already. Because, I did this. I'm doing it throughout the day because it's going to be a big long video. So I'm doing stop record, start record, and I have to find where I left off. So and then we look at the labor commissioner. Georgia, I believe, is one of those states that elects a labor commissioner, and they elect a lot of people, I guess. Bruce Thompson winning a big win in Georgia, over 9% of the popular vote, by a victory margin, I should really clarify. Here we see the map. You're seeing, okay, here's the Atlanta metro over here. There's also Richard Woods. Let's see. Richard Woods, same. Let's see here. No new counties, and, well, if I'm really looking at this hard enough, but it looks like no new counties as of right now. So, yeah, 8 flips that Republicans made in 2022 for these counties. For flipping, by the way. So, Tyler Harper in the agriculture election. Let me think. So yeah, I think Republicans honestly did a great job in Georgia. Despite not winning the Senate election, they won all the races except the U.S. Senate. And I think that's victory. I think that Republicans should kind of have to cheer up about that. Because Warnock is a popular senator. He's probably the Amy Klobuchar of Georgia. He's made alliances with workers, farmers, and everyone. So that's part of the reason why. So taking a look here, we have our final map. You'd think, okay, this is the map. What would it probably look like? And I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to look like the same. Why would you say that? Well, I do think Biden's probably going to win all the yellow. It's probably going to look the same. Chances are it's going to look the same because this is how 2020 it was like. This is how it was in 2022. It's most likely going to happen in 2024. Same county results as you have here. Sure, there's a huge chance that you get Washington County to the Republicans and this county to the Republicans, so it looks a little off. But in my general prediction, it's probably going to look like this, and I'm probably going to keep it that way. So that covers the long and big state of Georgia that has a lot of counties to click on and a lot of elections to review. Let's go all the way up now to the state of Wisconsin. Now, Wisconsin is another state, one of those states that Republicans possibly can win. They have a Republican senator, and that Republican senator did pretty well electorally. So let's take a look at the state of Wisconsin, if you will. Going a couple pages back, we're going to go to that main 2020 U.S. presidential page, and we're going. No, that's Pennsylvania. That's Pennsylvania. We want. Well, actually, hang on. I think we went a little too far. No, we didn't. Okay. What the point is? We want the page. No, we don't. Interesting. Wisconsin has lots of cities. Comparing Minnesota with Wisconsin, one thing that Minnesota does not is very different to Wisconsin is Minnesota is very impacted, very dense. Minnesota has a lot of unpopulated areas, and all the population is all encroached to the east, where the metro is. It's not like that in Wisconsin, not at all. You have population everywhere. Basically, and that's part of the reason why Wisconsin is pretty good in elections. Here. So, yeah, just Eau Claire County. this is what it looks like, our former map. So Republicans didn't have a bad year in Wisconsin. They wish, oh gee, I wish we could have done more. They are pretty disappointed with the red wave, but think on the bright sides towards them. I want to challenge them to think on the bright sides. Hey, it could be worse. Ron Johnson could have lost. So you could have lost a senator in a state, and Wisconsin could have been all blue altogether. So just try to keep that in mind. However, yeah, this is a good moderate map of Wisconsin, how Wisconsin counties have voted in 2020. This map is kind of comparable in terms of the Republicans in seeing what they can do. So first off, taking a look at starting off with this is our results for 2020. We're gonna jump into Wisconsin, and when in Wisconsin, they don't have as much races as Georgia do, but we're just going to take a deep dive in the U.S. Senate election. You'll see in this election, Senator Johnson managed to flip the county of Door County, which voted for Biden. So Door County going to Biden, the biggest county out of them all, land size. Very unpopulated. You would think, oh, why would they vote Democrats? Because of the Lake Michigan and the little bay you have there, Green Bay. It's because of the sea. As you know, the liberal population likes the sea. For some reason, they like to huddle all to the shorelines. So that's probably why. They also like the climate there. So Door County has been flipped. Door County is indeed winnable. It only went for Biden for 1 point, possibly less. So Door County was the flip here. Republicans can win without Door County, and I think we're going to take a look here of some races. And if not, that's fine. So taking a look at this race, you'll see Tony Evers. And we're not out to go and review these elections. We're out to see no flips. Nope. Instead, Democrats made some flips. This county, Vernon County, and Columbia County flipped blue, going for Tony Evers. And that's the other thing. Biden possibly, and he can, flip other counties, like Columbia County. Doesn't have a major city. They have Wisconsin Dells, if you want to consider that a major city. It barely has any people, 4,000 people. You want to consider that a city? Go ahead. But that is possible here. Taking a look at the Attorney General race, we have absolutely no flips. We have Vernon County this time still voting for Democrats. I'm going to take a look at the map from here. You'll see here Columbia County is now voting blue here, still along with Door County. And I want to see here, despite Doug LaFollette won barely, just by 0.3% of the margin. You'll see if he could have, Amy Loudenbeck could have won and surpassed him, and he couldn't have broke Columbia and Door County. So you don't need Columbia and Door counties, or even Door County itself, to win. This is probably our victory map right here for Republicans, and it can look like that. In the treasurer election, this is a race I believe Republicans did win. This was a race that Republicans won by something%, over 1%. You'll see Republicans once again won Door County. So, and that is that. The only county though that seems to be flipped is Door County. Republicans couldn't flip Portage County. and Sauk County. These two counties are close counties, but this time Republicans of Wisconsin couldn't break them, although these counties were very close to flipping. Possibly Republicans could possibly flip these two. That's if they have campaigned hard enough and aggressively in the state of Wisconsin. The polls in Wisconsin are bad. As of right now, these two counties are going to stay blue. But I'm just to let you know, they are indeed flippable and winnable. So we got the state of Wisconsin covered. Wisconsin was an easy state to cover. We're going to go now to the Arizona. And Arizona is a state that Republicans most likely would win. Well, between Arizona and Wisconsin, it's a close one. Arizona has trended more to the left, and in these elections recently, especially in 2022, Arizona has made great gains in the Democrat Party. So I'm gonna move all the way. Wait, hang on. We forgot to make our prediction. Swoop back. We're gonna probably have Door County. I'm gonna have Door County go for Republicans this time, simply because it's not like Cook County in Minnesota where it's all blue, dominated by liberal. I like to call Vermont Minnesotans because they're Vermont liberals. They're very liberal in a rural setting. They're not like Vermont Minnesotans or who it's all bunched up. It's a very close race. The rural conservative worker is very much present in Door County. There is a lot of individuals, liberal individuals in the outskirts of Door County also. So going to Arizona. And Arizona is another state here. It's a close one. It's a very close one indeed. So we're going to have, this is our 2020 results. You'll see Maricopa County has made a trend to the left, and it has been trending a lot. It's been voting more Democrat recently, and we'll go over that. Make a final look, we have our Biden winning against Donald Trump by 0.30%. It's a close race, but a race could be won. We go now up. And now we have our results here in Arizona. We're going to take a look at the governor's race. Well, actually, we'll do the Senate first. United States Senate. Taking a look here. You'll see Mark Kelly defeated Blake Masters by a lot. I believe it's under 5, but it was a good margin here. I guess they ended up liking him. It was a close race after all. So we're going to see here same results, 51%. No, not necessarily a flip. In the Arizona gubernatorial election, same thing. You'll see Maricopa County is still voting Democrat, with Carly Lake, however, slowly behind. Not as bad as Blake Masters, which is surprising. Democrat, let's see, Adrian Fontes managed to win the Secretary of State, replacing Katie Hobbs. This is a Democrat hold here. Same results. Maricopa County, still Democrat. Now we have the Attorney General election. Kristen Maez defeating Abraham Hamada by only 1%, which is mind-blowing. Very close election. This one made a huge controversy. So Abraham Hamada defeated by Kristen Maez. Who is Kristen Maez? Is a former Republican BTW, by the way. She is a former Republican who possibly a rhino, but she was a new member of the Democrat Party, so been a part of it for a while. Kimberly Yee, wow, won by a lot, 55%. That that proves that a lot of Arizona can trend Republican. 55%. Yeah, there's also the case, yeah, Democrats didn't vote in this race. That's true. That's true here. But Kimberly Yee won. But there's also the fact that a lot of people like to vote. So here, I think Republicans marginally was more successful in Arizona. Kimberly Yee, let's see here, managed to win Maricopa County, and she won it by a lot. So that proves that Maricopa County is not done voting Republican. It is indeed winnable. If you get strong players like Kimberly Yee, people like her, they can win. But then you have the superintendent of public education instruction. You'll see Tom Horn managed to win this election by a couple points, not like less than 20 points. And you'll see here that Horn managed to win despite not winning Maricopa. And I was wrong about that theory last year. You can win without it. It's not over for Republicans. If Maricopa goes blue, it goes blue. You can still win. So it's the votes that matter. The state mine inspector won unopposed, so that doesn't really count in that general election here. 98% to Democrat, who is a write-in. Trista Di Genova, she was only 130%. Two Republicans, yeah, okay, we're just gonna go on and on. Scrolling down, no, we're done. Yeah, there's a Supreme Court. We have finished Arizona. Really, Maricopa is winnable by both sides. It's only swing county in the state. Maricopa is the only moderate in county there. Going up to Nevada, though, we're going to see in the state of Nevada some results here. Let's revert our attention back to 2020. You'll see that Joe Biden, yeah, we know he won Nevada, but Nevada is tilting more conservative now. It has by a lot. Well, we thought it would be going more conservative, but 2022 actually not by much. The liberals still have a good hold in Nevada. And who knows, they could be moving out, continuously be moving out, and that's the possibility. But they still have their hold. So here is the race in the state of Nevada. You'll see that two counties go for Democrats, and those two counties alone can lead to a Democrat win. For our prediction for Arizona, we're going to have Maricopa go blue, simply because that's the trending position lately. Blue. And it could be a Republican or Democrat victory, whatever you choose. So now going up, we have Nevada. We have our 2020 results. Let's see which counties are winnable and what's aren't for Republicans. So Nevada elections. 2022 United States Senate election was a very close one by a lot. Christine Cortez Masto managed to win by 0.8% of the victory margin. Same results as the 2020 election. No sure flip. But how Republicans saw success in 2022, ousting the longtime governor not long time, but one-term governor Steve Sisolak, who was criticized for his COVID-19 handling and the economy, which saw the moderate Republican Joe Lombardo win by a very small margin. Well, actually, no, over 1%. I keep thinking that's 47 too, but it's not. So, yeah, same results. You see, it's possible, indeed possible. Joe Lombardo managed to win despite not winning Clark County, and this, I think it's Washoe County, but despite not winning these two counties, Lombardo managed to win. So it's possible, definitely. You don't need to flip these counties for Republicans to win. So it's about the votes in the meantime. All right. Stavros Anthony managed to defeat the incumbent Lisa Kano Burkhead by a lot, honestly. A lot so that he managed to flip Washoe County. I'm going to go down and see if that is true, if that's called Washoe County. No result. I'm just going to call it Washoe County, and if anyone is from Nevada and you know your counties, you can correct me. So flip this county, Washoe County, is winnable for Republicans. It has been tilting for Republican for years now. For years. So it is very possible. Aaron Ford managed to get reelected pretty easily by a big 9% margin, which proves, yes, Democrats can still rink the rails in the state. He managed to flip Carson County, which is flippable. It is winnable for Democrats. Despite being the capital city and capital city stronghold for Republicans, it's also winnable for them. It's a moderate Republican capital city. That is indeed winnable for them. Keep that in mind. Yes, Kisco Aguilar managed to win re-election against Jim Marchant by 2 points. Same results as the 2020 election, as we would expect. The state treasurer, that Zach Conine, same results. 47% is 46%. State legislator, judiciary, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that concludes that then. So our prediction is probably going to be Washoe County going blue, because it's also very possible that Washoe County can go to Republicans. But Republicans have to really campaign really hard in order to win this tiny small county with a little bit amount of people. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, but still, it's the votes that matters. So anyway, this is our prediction of our 5 moderate states. These are the 5 states Republicans need to win in. So, yeah, that's my prediction and what it's probably going to look like county-wise. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Obviously, these states in general can be all a Republican win or a Democrat win. There's not really a result to these contests in general. This is just a in-between both games map. So what do you guys think? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.